Hey guys, Buffy Game Bad today, bringing another video, and today we're covering day 2 of the rollout of the Battlefield teaser campaign, which is now kicking off and in full swing as we lead up to the reveal on June 9th. So first off on screen, you can see here a compilation of all of the teasers that were released today by Battlefield to specific content creators on Twitter. So big shout out to the YouTuber Lossy. He compiled all of these for us over on his Twitter page. I'll link his channel to Twitter and YouTube down below. Big fan of his channel, been following him for a while now, so it's good to see he was able to get one of these clips and combine them together and go ahead, and we're gonna break these down. But he was able to combine all these together from the one that he received as well as the ones that some of the other content creators received. I know a bunch of people got them, like Westy, Jack Frags, Level Cap, and more. So if we look at these, jumping into them here, this is day 2 of the campaign. We had some reveals yesterday for a secret encoded message, and today we had an emergency broadcast. So what we're going to do, we're going to go through the emergency broadcasts that they sent out today that are compiled. Lossy also broke them down into clips for us, because in each of these jumbled up things, we have really one image here. So if we start and look at clip 1, you can see here on screen, this is really the only one I'm not sure what we're seeing here. To me, this looks like some sort of environment building or something on the far left, that black. It's all very staticky, so it's hard to see. It looks like a building, something in the environment, and then what I'm seeing in the middle is maybe 2 soldiers moving towards something. And it looked like what I see, I see a handle, maybe a carrying handle for a saw, gunner, or something like that there. Very hard to really tell what this one is. I think this is the most convoluted of all 4 of the video clips. Really hard to tell, but to me it looks like soldiers moving towards an environment or an objective. Now clip 2 here, this one's pretty straightforward to me. I'm seeing, obviously there's some sort of helicopter here. It looks like, now at first glance it looks like a V-22 Osprey from the front during vertical takeoff, and you can see the comparison here. We'll see the Osprey, you can see there's 1 or 2 there. It looks like these images are kind of stacked. So they're kind of jumbled up, so it's not obviously not clear. It could also be a Chinook, CH-57 Chinook, also from the side profile, or a V-22 Osprey from the front or the back during vertical liftoff, and then also a Ka-50 series Russian helicopters. Some other theories I saw floating around out there, but to me, I think it looks more like an Osprey or even a Chinook. Maybe it's something that's still in development, so they may have taken the liberties there for the future development if it is in the future. Now, clip 3 here, to me, this is a really interesting one. This looks a lot like soldiers stacked up on a corner going right to left. And it also looks to me like it's taking advantage of the next generation squad weapon fire control systems, which are now in development and being field tested to allow soldiers to essentially, in some cases, shoot around corners. So that's what I'm seeing here is soldiers, 1 or 2 stacking left to right. It looks like he's peeking a corner, perhaps using these fire control systems for the next generation squad weapon program, which is currently in development. Now, clip 4 here, you can see this one's a little convoluted as well, very hard to see. I'm thinking this is Boston Dynamics robot. Perhaps they have a few in the series in line here. That's what it looks like kind of at first glance. At first I thought I saw like a jet over a building, but I think it's more in line with the Boston Dynamics robot of some sorts. Could also be an M60A1 armored land bridge. So you can see here, it also could be something like that from a different angle. Very hard to tell specifically with the images. Obviously, it's supposed to be very difficult to see. Now, the teaser that was released yesterday, you see here, is this encrypted message, which again, pieces of this message were released to different content creators, and eventually everyone pieced it all together. So what we have here, you can see the protocol AB008117. The source of the message is quantum encrypted long band radio broadcast. We also have the target here is Oz or OZ alias unknown. Interception unit USS Raven Rock, so it seems like it's probably an aircraft carrier. Raven Rock, also Naval Signal Corps. Raven Rock is a nuclear fallout facility here in the United States, so USS makes me think maybe they named a battleship after this. This could be a continuation from Battlefield 4, where a lot of these aircraft carriers were destroyed, or maybe it could not be connected at all. We'll have to wait and see. Now, the data transmission, you can see here, the year is unknown, but it looks like January 4th from what I'm seeing here. It could also be April 1st, depending on how you want to read that, since it is the year backwards there. So it could be either way. And then again, the year unknown, obviously it seems like it's going to be near future, and then 3,600 hours. So the message reads, some of you want to return home, that most human of all instincts. With a heavy heart, I must tell you that the truth that there is no home to return to. The question we must ask ourselves now is, do we accept our fate or do we dare to fight for a better world? No one may force you into battle, but I say to all who can hear my voice, if you can fire a gun, if you can tend a wound, if you can create havoc, those who cannot need you, we need you. War is the only way home. So that's the encrypted message. Now, obviously, with the military encoding, quantum encryption is, again, this is very secure encryptions. It's been around for a while, but it really is state of the art. Definitely hinting towards modern or near future setting here within 2021 through 2040, probably somewhere in that time span of 12 to maybe even 15 years. And again, based on a lot of the images that we're seeing here, even though it's hard to see a lot of these and it's meant to be, it really reminds me a lot of the original Battlefield 3 teaser, which again was a very static-y type teaser, not very long. It was only 20 or 30 seconds. Couldn't really make out anything besides you could see a tank, helicopter, and a jet in there, and some soldiers. It almost looks like the same exact, if we're looking at it compared to the Battlefield 3 original teaser, when that game was very first announced. This teaser dropped, I believe, back in May of 2011, I want to say, or maybe it was 2010 the teaser initially dropped. And again, like I said, you couldn't make out anything. All you got was the title, and you got those little snippets of what was a tank, helicopter, and some soldiers moving on an objective or a city. This almost looks, when we're comparing it and looking at them now, it looks almost identical, just perhaps in a different order, and then obviously much more static-like. So this would go to the rumors that it was heavily inspired by Battlefield 3 and even Battlefield 4, and that's what it seems like to me. It's basically the exact same as a Battlefield 3 teaser, just a slightly different near modern or near future setting. And let me know what you guys think below. I think the most interesting of all the clips here would have to be, I really like clip 2, which shows perhaps an Osprey, a Chinook, or maybe even that Russian Ka-50 series of the helicopters. Could really be anything there. Hard to tell, because you can see rotor blades. You can also see what looks like landing gear there. More than 4 wheels, in my mind, is what it looks like. So it's really hard to tell. Again, the images look like they're stacked and they're all jungled up, so it's really hard to see. The most interesting one, though, I think, is clip 3, because that shows what I said looks like soldiers stacked right to left, taking advantage of perhaps trying to peek around a corner or shoot around a corner. And in my mind, because this is supposed to be near future, and I think the emergency message here, the urgent transmission, kind of indicates that as well. It's exciting because the next generation squad weapon fire control system program, which is going on right now with these optics and fire control systems, would allow you to essentially be able to shoot around corners, among many other things. So definitely seems like that's the direction they're going. Boston Dynamics robots, we'll have to wait and see. The reveal is June 9th. I would definitely expect more of these little teasers to be dropping between now and then. Maybe not every day, but I'm thinking at least Monday, Tuesday, we should get some big hints as to what we're going to be seeing on Wednesday. So I'm really excited. Let me know down below what you guys think. Which is your favorite clip or image from the videos that Lossy went ahead and compiled together? And big shout out to him. Thank you for doing all the hard work. I clearly did not get a DM from Battlefield on Twitter, but a lot of these guys were kind enough to put all these out there for us to grab and dissect. So this is the beauty of Battlefield. I love these type of marketing campaigns. It really brings the community together. We're allowed to speculate. It's definitely a lot of fun. So this is a good time. I'm having a fun time with these videos. Really excited for the reveal on June 9th. Let me know down below what you guys think. Till next time, this is Buckner Gaming, out.